You turn off the lights in your bedroom tonight and look out the window. You see the familiar silver glow of the moon, a few scattered stars, and vast stretches of empty black void. You've been told the space between stars is an empty, desolate vacuum. But that is a lie. Right now, ghostly giants made of hydrogen are drifting through that very void, occupying 99% of the space between stars despite their absolute transparency to your naked eye. These invisible titans aren't just empty nothingness. They are the massive, freezing blueprints currently sculpting our galaxy's entire future. We often look at the bright suns to understand the universe, but the real creative power lies in what you can't see. So why does the universe hide its most massive architects in plain sight? And what does their cold silence tell you about your own life? Today, we are leaving the warm safety of our planet to track the hidden giants currently holding the true weight of the cosmos. As we leave the crust of our planet behind, the cosmic void reveals its true architecture. Space isn't an empty hallway. It's filled with the interstellar medium. In 2026, astrophysicist Dr. Caleb LaRoe at the Harvard-Smithsonian Center for Astrophysics led a deep space mapping initiative that fully quantified these hidden reservoirs. These molecular clouds are staggeringly massive. A single giant molecular cloud can stretch across more than 100 light-years, completely dwarfing our entire solar system, which measures a microscopic fraction of a single light-year across. Here lies our first knowledge challenge. Space isn't empty, it's just incredibly bad at absorbing light. You assume a vacuum means nothingness, because your eyes rely on the narrow band of visible light. But if you collected all the transparent, hidden gas floating between the stars in the Milky Way, it weighs more than 10% of the galaxy's entire visible mass. It is a ghost kingdom hiding in plain sight. To understand how these invisible giants survive without collapsing, we must look at the extreme thermodynamics within them. These clouds are freezing cold, dropping down to a bitter 10 Kelvin, just 10 degrees above absolute zero. This extreme cold is not a random cosmic accident. It is a physical necessity. Low temperatures allow hydrogen atoms to slow down enough to bond into complex molecules without being instantly ripped apart by kinetic energy. The universe spends millions of years chilling hydrogen to minus 263 degrees Celsius just to build a stable molecular bond, while you get impatient waiting 2 minutes for a microwave burrito. We can only witness this structural network because of modern imaging technology. In 2026, researchers utilizing the James Webb Space Telescope's near-infrared instruments captured high-resolution emissions showing a delicate fluid balance. The internal thermal pressure of these freezing molecules is perfectly counteracted by the faint external magnetic fields of the galactic arms, holding these giants together in a cosmic stalemate. You watch the static gas begin to shift as we move deeper into the nursery. The cosmic stalemate breaks when gravity finds the coldest, densest pockets of hydrogen and pulls them inward. You are standing inside a prestellar core, a molecular nursery where the very first friction-based heat begins to signal the birth of a sun. The interior of the cloud is a chaotic maze of turbulent flows. This internal turbulence determines whether a single solitary star will form or a cluster of thousands. This is the definitive campfire moment of our cosmos, a quiet, dark expanse suddenly igniting from within, transforming invisible mist into brilliant, blazing nurseries of light. These clouds function directly as the galaxy's lungs. They inhale the heavy elements dispersed by the violent deaths of ancient supernovae and exhale entirely new planetary systems into the void. Time for our second knowledge challenge. Stars are absolute quitters. You'd think gravity would flawlessly forge every scrap of gas into a blinding sun. In reality, the star formation process fails 95% of the time. Less than 5% of the cloud actually ignites, while the rest just drifts away like a forgotten draft. The remaining gas gently drifts along the Milky Way's spiral arms, quietly waiting for the next era of our galaxy to be forged. And then, we built a modern world that made it impossible to appreciate this scale. You spend your life looking at small screens, measuring your progress in hours, weeks, and digital numbers. The daily stresses of your routine feel all-consuming. But the newest 2026 high-resolution deep space maps reveal a terrifying reality. This cosmic fuel is strictly finite. The interstellar medium is running out of gas. Every single time a star ignites, a portion of that matter is permanently locked away in stellar remnants, or blasted entirely out into intergalactic space. The universe is slowly, irreversibly spending its inheritance. In a few 100 billion years, the molecular clouds will empty completely, plunging the universe into its final permanent dark era. The cruel irony is absolute. You spend your brief existence worrying about your small temporary resources, completely unaware that the very canvas your galaxy is printed on is facing a structural eviction date. We live our lives in a tiny fraction of time, yet we act as though the lights will stay on forever. But you are not broken for feeling small against this darkness. Your restlessness, your quiet anxieties, and your deep urge to look up at the night sky aren't modern defects. They are an evolutionary reminder. The iron running through your blood, the calcium protecting your bones, and the oxygen filling your lungs right now were once drifting inside those exact freezing interstellar nurseries billions of years ago. You aren't just an observer looking at the invisible giants between the stars. You are the invisible giants, waking up and looking back at themselves. We traded the silent grandeur of the cosmos for the dim glow of our streets, forgetting that we are simply stardust trying to remember the way home. Subscribe to the logbook. Journey onward.